Welcome along, everybody, to qualifying in Spa. You've tuned on in to the watch-along for the 2025 Formula 1 Belgian Grand Prix. Now, if you're new here, this is how it works. You got my face here, you got the live timings here, and you got the session timer down in the bottom left that you can sync on up with, as well as lovely Twitch chat. So if you're watching right now on TikTok or YouTube, come join us on Twitch. We are live every single F1 weekend for every single session. Oh, as a Haas has come out into Alonso in the pit lane. Everyone's rushing to get ready. Now, I cannot show the broadcast live. As it is obviously copyrighted. But find a place where you can watch qualifying and join me and the rest of the chat in watching the session together. Now, I'm fairly sure Piastri's going to dominate and get pole today. But how's the rest of the order going to play out? Or could we see a surprise and see Piastri not on pole? Either way, let's get on into it. Welcome in, everyone, to the stream. Again, we do this every Grand Prix weekend for every single session. So if you do enjoy, be sure to follow down below. But yeah, get your predictions in chat. Who do you think? Get your channel point predictions in, I should say, on Twitch chat. Who do you think will qualify first? Mando Lover, Axis, Shine, Speed, Gavin, Benny, Tyre, Adelito, Nesk, Hello, Zui, Long, Resource, Lucas, Eugene, Zwiosh, Linz. Thank you guys for all the follows. How is Alonso still crying about this? Get over it. Focus on quality. Jolin's always roasted these guys. All right, 12 seconds till qualifying begins. Okay, what is interesting about this session, right, is who is coming with a wet setup? Because tomorrow it's a high chance of rain. And who is coming with a low downforce setup and hoping it doesn't rain? And who's coming in the middle with a balanced setup, right? If it rains tomorrow and you've got a balanced setup on, you could be good, but you're not going to be as good as the wet setup people. If you've got a low downforce setup on, you're fucked. Vice versa. If it doesn't rain, you got a wet setup on, you're fucked. So it's all about predicting what the weather's going to be like tomorrow. And yeah, honestly, a balanced setup could work. But if you're, say, like a Red Bull or a Mercedes or a Ferrari, do you want to go and take a risk? Because if the risk pays off, you could win the race. And how will the back markers, deal with it? Oh, they're replacing the front wing on the Sauber? Has he broke his wing? Hulkenberg replacing his wing. What's happened there? Oh, here we go. Oh my god, he did hit. What? What are they doing? Why was he doing that? Both of them accelerating into each other. Why? Well, no, that's the Sauber's fault. Because it's his job. They've come out of the pit lane on an angle. They got to let Stroll go. That's not Stroll's fault at all. All right, time is up, guys. Sync on up. So I'm just trying to get the clock synced up. All right, guys, let me know in chat. What are you going to be your bottom 5 of this session? I'm going to go Colapinto, of course. It's actually really hard to predict. I'm going to say Stroll because he sucks. I'm going to say, at this rate, Hulkenberg because he tends to go in Q1 a lot. Oh, this is tough. This is actually tough. Because Haas look good. VCarb are always good. Williams are good. I actually think we're going to get a double Sauber exit, to be honest. I'm going to say Yuki. So's Yuki. I feel like I'm always putting Yuki. I'm going to go that bottom 5. It's kind of hard. Looks like Red Bull driving with more wing as per Eric Van Haren. Let's have a look at the rear wing then. Your stalker's already in chat. Shout out Dipton. Fuck off with the fucking porn bots in my chat, bro. The Ari, Chamaju, JPP. Thank you guys for the follows. All right, first person on the lap. Carlos Sainz. Oh my god, I hate TikTok. TikTok, please, man, just give me a break. Let me stream. So for people who don't know, Spa is the longest track on the calendar. It's like a minute 40-ish lap time. One of the oldest tracks on the calendar as well. The amazing Erouge uphill section, very dangerous part of the circuit. Very high speed, but also a lot of low speed corners as well. Yeah, obviously Piastri absolutely dominated the sprint qualifying. Let's see how much Lando can close that gap to Piastri now. And if there's any change in the pecking order with setups, because obviously we had the sprint qualifying, the sprint, people are going to adjust their setups. But also, again, like I said, it's raining tomorrow. So are people going to make wet setups, or they're just going to go with a balanced setup? People are going to go for low downforce and hope it doesn't rain. Spa is only 1 minute 24. Why do I feel like that's wrong? If you're right, I'll give it to you, but I feel like that's wrong. Yep, you were wrong. It's a minute 40 at Spa. Maybe Spa is a minute 24 if you're... Then, yeah, never. The LMP1 didn't even do a 1 minute 24, would it? Why do you stream on TikTok? Streaming on TikTok's been amazing for me to be able to like make people aware that I stream and bring people over to the Twitch channel and growth on TikTok in general and stuff like that. TikTok streaming has been amazing this year. It's really helped a lot. Apparently Yuki's got a new floor, so I wouldn't doubt if Yuki goes out. A new floor. Oh my god, yeah, that's gonna be mudded. Spa is 1 minute 24 for someone like me, IFS. When you not just for you in a car, when you run it in 1 minute 24. Maybe 1 hour 24 is what he meant. Maybe he meant he can run it in 1 hour 24. Why do they investigate incidents after the session? Now if Hulk gets a pen, he can still get into Q2. Yeah, but that's always going to be a post pen anyway. They don't do. The only thing they can do in a qualifying session is delete your time. So Hulkenberg will just get a pen afterwards regardless. But I do agree they should do it during the session. But it's not going to change anything. Even if Hulk gets pole, like, they're not going to give a mid qualifying pen. They don't do that. LW, thank you for the poll. Thank you for the follow. Has it started? Yes, it's just started. We're at 7 minutes in. Now, the Porsche Hybrid Evo wasn't even as fast as the W11, and that Porsche had no regulations. I guess the only place... Where did the LMP1 actually break track records? It was like Nordschleife. There's a few F1 tracks that beat it at, right? Bro, Swift walk Spa in 1 minute 24. Do you think Borderline will out-qualify Hulk? They've kind of been trading back and forth most of the season, and one always goes out in Q1. Wait, Christian Horner's brother, Guy Horner, was in the paddock today. Oh, he works in the F1 space. Oh, well, I'm sure he would have been the main man everyone wanted to talk to this weekend. Stroll, Sainz, Hulkenberg, Ocon, Colapinto, your bottom 5. See, I don't think the Haas... I think the Haas is going to cook. Unless everyone else picks up on what Haas was... Yeah, maybe Haas did a really good setup, like Red Bull, in sprint qualifying, and now the other teams have clocked on, oh, low downforce is the play. And now they've... You know what I mean? Now everyone else is going to do that as well. People out here talking shit on the GOAT Stroll is crazy. When's he ever done something goated? Okay, Max only 1/10 off Piastri right now. But he'll... Depending on how he takes bus stop, he could match his time, but... Max is on fresh tires. Piastri's on used. Turkey 20 little. Yeah, true. Yeah, look, Max on fresh tires matching the McLarens on used. Liam cooking, Liam pole right now. Looks like we're at that point of the session where the track just gets randomly better all of a sudden. Stroll will be a world champion in the 2026 regs. I'm not even joking. All he needed was Adrian Newey, Alonso as a teammate, heaps of money pumped into him for years. Huge. Yeah, it looks like the midfield teams are really pushing to try to get some bankers in. Yeah, exactly, Paddy. Who won the sprint? Max Verstappen won. Wow, Albon second by 7 milliseconds. Okay, yeah. The track just ramped up all of a sudden, apparently. Well, Max's bank is shit then. Hey, mate. Ooh, poor lap from Hadja. All right, can Lewis and Antonelli and Russell redeem themselves from yesterday's sprint qualifying? Yep, the player's looking okay right now. You should have stayed at Racing Bulls. Yeah, but like, in hindsight, yeah. But you have the opportunity to go to the main team and potentially drive the car. You're going to take it, right? Yeah, it's not a good banker from Hadja, the clap to the top. It's really tight. But then McLaren and Max will just come and do it. Dude, again, take the dominant team out of the equation. So McLaren. This championship would be so fucking good this year, man. It's always the case. Excuse me. Who's that? Why does he looks kind of familiar? Lewis 3/10 off the Leclerc. All right, Lando's starting his second lap. 1 minute 40. That'll bring him down to 7, 6, 5. Does he have time? This might be Lando's last lap. Wait, 7 minus. Yeah, no, he has time for another lap. Sorry. My math was bad. I love riding on board with these cars with the new cam. How's he 2/10 down on the Leclerc in sector 1? Well, that's scary. A car on fucking Puon. Oh, that looks so nice through there. Oh, here we go. Here's McLaren and Max to ruin our day. We're watching Oz KO Sports. Here, mate. Was my top 5 for today. Piastri P1. Max P2, Lando P3. Charles P4, Russell P5. I honestly don't know. The top 3 have just been the top 3 all weekend, and then everyone else is just like trading behind. All right, how much up is Piastri going to go on Lando? Behind by 2/10. Interesting. Okay. Has Lando turned it around, or is that just a not as good lap from Piastri there? Lando wants to get pole and hit everyone with a doubt me now. Doubt me now. Are you blowing the load into the 39s today? If we get into the 39s, that'd be ridiculous. What was yesterday's time? 40 point what? If you go 5/10 quicker than yesterday, then nah, surely not. The track would have to be like peak condition, surely. Fuck it out. No, V-Carb are doing it again. Okay, no, everyone's out. I was going to say, I just saw Liam change to outlap, and I was like, no, they're sending the drivers out early again, but that is, everyone's out on track, so we're chilling. Yeah, wait, what are Mercedes doing? How are they down in Q1 right now? Out in elimination zone right now? I was watching on the German thing, but then it got disconnected, so I'm back. Welcome back. Is this really the one race of the year where you're 100% better off starting P2? Even in Monza, I don't think it's as good. I mean, at the end of the day, it's always best to start P1 because you could start P2 and then P3 eats you. You know what I mean? Whereas at least if you start P1, only P2 can eat you if you have a slow start. Yeah. I think it was mainly just down to the... honestly, it was mainly down to the fact that Red Bull just had a way better setup. Okay, what can Antonelli do? Can he make it out of Q1 today? What's the sector one going to look like? My food poisoning from the Chinese food? Oof. 2/10 up on Alonso. I mean, that's good, but that's not amazing. Okay, Russell purple. Oh, the Sonoda rumors true. What's Sonoda rumors? I'm worried. Oh my god, Antonelli's actually going out in Q1. He's matching Alonso. And there's no excuse today. He hasn't gone off. He hasn't got damage. Rookie of the year, guys. And they've come out early. So not only is Antonelli's lap bad, they've come out early, so everyone else is just going to go better. That's not enough. He's going to be out. I'm sure of it. He is 100% going out. That's better from Russell, but not amazing. Wow, Mercedes is going to go on Q1 and Q2 here. Woo! Stroll, well done, buddy! Where's Alonso going to go? Oh, okay. Maybe the Aston is nowhere near as good as I thought. Wow, Aston both out in Q1. Where's Sauber going to go? Okay, Ocon needs to step it up. He's way off Behrman right now. Good lap from Bortoletto. That's the benefit of going later. Is Tsunoda still on his lap? Oh, had dropped to P4. Oh, wait, no, it's Ocon who's at threat, isn't it? Not Behrman. Oh! That's big from Yuki, to be fair. Bam up to 5th. Hulk P12 and Antonelli's out. Antonelli is out. What did I say? Wow. Mercedes genuinely out on pace. Wait, even Hamilton might be out again. Ocon. Can Gasly knock out Hamilton? Lewis isn't improving. Oh my god. All right, Gasly or Lewis. Gasly or Lewis. Or maybe both of them in Bortoletto that goes out, lol. Oh my god, no way. Hamilton's about to go out. Hamilton and Antonelli, 2 sessions in a row. There's no excuses now if this happens. There's no excuses now. They were both filled with excuses in SQ1. Oh. I don't know where that came from in Sector 3. Colapinto! Can he get off the back row? He does! That's the best qualifying lap I've ever seen from Colapinto. Oh. Yikes. Yikes for Antonelli. Wow. Aston Martin. What happened? In practice, you were cooking. I almost put you in my fantasy team. You were cooking that hard. Oh, my Lord. I saw the Lewis Antonelli vision there, but yeah, I wonder what happened to Antonelli because his excuse yesterday was, it was the wind and then I broke my car. No, you were just slow today, mate. You were just slow today. Oh, yeah. Anyways, Stroll out-qualified by his teammate by 1/10, but... Oh, Hamilton left side deleted! The commentators haven't realized. Oh my god! What's he done? What are you doing? Both Antonelli and Lewis were filled with excuses yesterday. Antonelli, the wind, and then my car broke. Oh my god, what's his radio gonna be?
Bad weekend to be a Lewis fan.
Where's he gone off? It's marginal. It is marginal. The Lewis fans aren't going to be happy with that. But Piastri got his lap time deleted yesterday for it. And Lewis has got his lap time deleted for it as well today. But yeah, yesterday, Kimi, it was the wind and then my car broke. Anyways, what I was trying to say was, yesterday, Antonelli, the wind, and then my car broke, and then I had no fresh tires. Well, why were you so slow today then? And then Lewis, the same thing. My brakes, the car sucks. And then bank a lap, not that great. And then just, again, it's very marginal. Mistakes happen. But like you've just cut the track and got yourself a pen, and now you're out in Q1. You know what I mean? Like, oh, no. Bro's celebrating. Oh, okay. Back to the rest of the grid. Aston Martin, don't know what happened to you guys, but how are you two on the back row? Then Antonelli again. Just slow, just not on the pace of Russell. He is 4/10 off of Russell. Colapinto, 3/10 off of his teammate, out in Q1 again. And Hamilton, his lap was actually decent, but then ended up down in Q1 because he made a little mistake coming up a Rouge. Yeah. To be honest, it's very... Wait. No. I was going to say Piastri's time got reinstated and did it. The thing is, there's no excuse for that. You know, people are going to be like, oh, but he was quick. He was quick. But you can't be making a mistake like that in Q1. You know what I mean? Like, this just goes to show how much pressure Lewis is under right now. He's under so much pressure that he's trying to find the millimeters and the smallest margins to cut to make up time, to get out of Q1. Why are you risking getting a pen? Why are you risking getting a track limits time deleted in Q1? The rest of his lap is good. Why are we watching the rest of his lap? The rest of his lap is good. He just made a little mistake because he was trying too hard. Crazy. Yeah, those track limits are crazy, to be fair. Oi. Maria, coolest. Thank you guys for the follows. And Jay Gonza, thank you so much for the 4-month resub with tier 1, dude. Bad weekend to be a Lewis fan. Yeah. Him and Kimmy are struggling. But yeah, thank you so much for the 4-month resub, Jay. Really do appreciate you coming in with the tier 1, man. Excuse me. Wow. Very interesting Q1. Guys, if you're watching on TikTok right now or YouTube, come join us on Twitch. We'll be live after qualifying for a little bit. And yeah, if you're enjoying the stream so far, be sure to follow down below. We do watch alongs like this every single Grand Prix weekend for every single session. So join me tomorrow for the race. Lewis is waiting, hoping that someone gets their lap time deleted or something. But nope. Time is up though. Lewis gonna have a stinker like Leclerc and Silverstone. Why does Lewis always prove his haters right? Isn't it supposed to be the other way around? Goodbye to the chatter who bet 17k on Lewis. Oh my god. They were hoping. Vicky, Bjorn, Cheeto, thank you guys for the follows. Alright. Oh, wait, it's Q2. Sorry, I got the wrong session timer on. Lewis finally got out of the car. Leave the sport before the sport leaves you. Look, I understand how marginal that is and how I do agree that is like almost too stupid of a track limits. But at the end of the day, everyone's driving to the same track. Everyone's driving to the same rules. And I think it just goes to show how much Lewis is trying to find time. You don't need to take that risk. Oh. If I'm not driving to the rules, then it's fair. It's not work. It's not racing. I'm discriminating. The fact that it's even been brought up by those fans proves that they're all crazy. Manifesting Yuki to out-qualify Max. That was a good lap from Yuki. I've been doubting him this weekend, and he keeps proving me wrong, so happy for him. Lewis, driver of the day tomorrow. Have fun coming through the field with your dirty air. Ferrari just need to give up. Just focus on 2026. 2025 is over. You bought upgrades halfway through the season that don't work. What's the point? Why is Hamilton being knocked out? He got lap time invalidated. His lap time deleted, I should say. All right, Q2 time. Who do we think is going out in Q2? Get your predictions in. I'ma say Hulk and Bortoletto. I'ma say Liam, Sonoda, and actually this is tough because I don't think Haas look that good at the moment. Oh, I don't know. Ocon wasn't looking good. But if Ocon can string a lap together, he'll be fine. Yeah, maybe I will say Ocon then. I think maybe Gasly had Behrman will edge him. Speaking of Ocon, purple sector 1. Signs on a use set right now. Track evolution is crazy this year. Yeah, it feels like the track just like randomly ramps up at one point as well. Yo, Apex Revolution. Thank you for the 1,500 bits, man.
Last time we raced I tuned in for the first time because Matt and Tommy weren't streaming due to being at the race. But you won me over and you are now my preference.
Yo, Apex, appreciate it a lot, man. Thank you so much for the 1,500 bits. That honestly means a lot. Appreciate it, dude. And yeah, appreciate it. I'm glad you had a good time last time and chose to stuck around. I mean, that's the best part about Twitch, right? Unlike a TV broadcast where you're forced to watch Danica Patrick or forced to watch this person. You know, you can switch between streams. You can switch between myself, you can switch between Matt and Tommy, you can switch between any other streamer. But yeah, I appreciate you tuning in and chill with us, Apex. And thank you so much for the 1,500 bits, dude. Don't even mention Danica. Okay, sorry. All right, how's Q2 looking right now, though? Norris has actually closed this gap to Piastri. This is good. This is good to see. In 2024, Ferrari to Hamilton, a white lie. They told him they have a championship-winning car. It wasn't true then. It isn't true now. And look what they have done to him. The career he built. Is it a white lie, though? I mean, no one knows they built a championship-winning car until they compete. You just got to have faith in the team and the faith in the project. And I'm sure he went there and saw what they were doing. And, you know, it's not a lie. It's just he made the wrong decision. But did he make the wrong decision? Because Ferrari are higher in the constructor than Mercedes. But do you know what comes with Ferrari? Aura. So it's either P3 in the constructors with no aura at Mercedes or less aura at Mercedes, or P2 in the constructors with aura at Ferrari. The question is 2026. If the 2026 engine regs go in Mercedes' favor and Ferrari are nowhere, then he's made the wrong decision. But right now, he's made a better decision. He wanted something fresh, and he's achieved his dream of driving for Ferrari. I don't know why people keep saying he's made the wrong decision. He's literally made a better decision in all departments other than legacy. But some people would argue his legacy of driving at Ferrari is better than his legacy of staying at one team for the rest of his career. Oy, oh my god, that was a good save, to be fair. That could have gone so bad. Yeah, but he wasn't enjoying Merc either. He hated the Merc. He was every single week he was fucking depressed, slagging off the team. I can't drive this car. I suck. At least at Ferrari, he thinks he doesn't suck, and he thinks thinks it's the car. That's better. I'd prefer to be delusional and think it's the car than be delusional and think it's me. You know what it is? Plain and simple. He's not washed. He shouldn't retire. He just sucks in this regulation of car. It's plain and simple. Russell came in at Mercedes and was better than him, basically off rip. And basically since 2022 to now, he's almost every single car set up. You know, we've had 22, 3, 4, 5, 4 years of this regulation. Different approaches with the Mercedes, different setups, different tracks. He's not comfortable, like properly comfortable at how many Grand Prix? Maybe 4? 4 Grand Prix in 4 years that he's like actually being comfortable at? To me, it doesn't sound like a car problem because that's 2 different teams and different iterations of the car. It just sounds like he doesn't suit the regs. And yeah, you know, people are going to think he's washed and he's lost it and this and the other. Maybe he has. But there is a correlation to the fact that the new regs came in and he fell off and he's been at 2 different teams. I think it's just the regs. He doesn't suit the regs. Appreciate it, Spencer. Appreciate you chilling with us, man. Yeah, Yuki's looking good right now. Only 3/10 off Max. Hell yeah. Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention to the bank collapse. What we got right now? Signs is on a used tire. Okay. Okay, both V-Cubs through. I like that. I like that. And Yuki doing good. I like that. Maybe I should keep doubting Yuki because he's proving me wrong right now. Pucharek, Ace, Vicky. Thank you guys for the follows. We could actually see the time yesterday being beaten. Oscar time now isn't far off it. The true GOATs can drive no matter what the regs throw at them. That's the way I look at the GOAT debate, right? Is when I talk about the GOATs of the sport, it's Lewis and Michael. What they achieved in the sport, what they did for the sport in and out of it, they are the GOATs. But who are the best drivers in Formula One, in my opinion? Are Senna and Max. I think they showed they had the most talent. And despite what car they had and you know, despite what situations were thrown at them, they are the best drivers, in my opinion. And I think that's and you know, you can throw Fernando in that mix as well. You know, I think that's the difference between them. But, yeah. And yeah, that's the thing. I referenced this yesterday, but like, people say, oh, the car's bad and this, that, and the other. But the car's also bad for Max. And he's, you know, he complains about the brakes. He complains about the gear shifting. He complains about this. He complains about that. But he still drives the car pretty well because he drives to the condition of the car. And, you know, people will argue, oh, but the Red Bull's better than Ferrari and Merc. It might be. But my point is he's still got problems and he drives to them. Whereas some drivers just, I don't know. Like, put it this way. I feel like Lewis and Gasly are drivers where I know they're completely different levels. Lewis and Gasly, if they're comfortable, they are top tier. Well, I wouldn't say Gasly's top tier, but, you know, they are really good when they're comfortable. But if they're not comfortable, they're just, eh. Whereas drivers like Alonso and Max, give them anything and they'll drive it well. So Lewis might have a higher peak in a car where he's comfortable, but Max is going to have a higher peak in general because he can drive any car. That's the way I see it, at least. Alonso complains, Grosjean complains so much about the car. Kevin complained about the car here and there, so I'm not just hating on Lewis for complaining. No, 100%. Anyways, enough about Lewis. Q2 is about to get underway. Who's going to make it through to Q3? We've got an interesting midfield battle right now. Jimmy. Yeah, has anyone, people scrolling Twitter and stuff like that, Do we know who's rocking low downforce, balanced setups? Maybe even someone... sorry. Do we know who's rocking high downforce and balanced setups versus people rocking low downforce and hoping maybe it doesn't rain tomorrow? Because look at the rain. It looks like it's going to rain no matter what. Mackenzie, thank you for the follow. How do you rate Nicky Lauda? I don't go that far back. I can't go further back than like the 90s. I have no knowledge of F1 prior to the 90s. Call me a fucking Try to Survive fan all you want, but even if I watched F1 the second I came out the womb, I still wouldn't have any knowledge about fucking Nicky Lauda, would I? So I don't really have much knowledge about Senna either, but when you talk about the GOAT, you have to look at the regs, because Michael, could Michael drive today's car? Could Senna drive today's car? No, exactly. And that's why I rate drivers like Senna and Max so highly. And you can call me biased all you want, but I always put Senna and Max in the same group. And I'll chuck Fernando in there as well, where I genuinely feel like if you put Senna in today's cars, he would adapt and he'd find a way. If you put Max in a fucking 80s car with a fucking stick shift and whatever, like, he would find a way to drive it. I'm popular opinion, but I don't think we are qualified to rate drivers we didn't watch. No, 100%. That's the other thing. Like, also, how can you compare Michael to Senna to Max to Lewis? Like, they're all in just different eras. You know what I mean? Well, Max and Lewis you can compare, but no, exactly. It's all word of mouth and what you hear. Anyways, Gasly up to P9. Is that enough? Come on, Liam. Hadget improves even more. Come on, Liam, please. We need a Q3 here, baby. We need a Q3. Hulk, not good enough. Out in Q1. Oh, Bortoletto again. Where's Russell? Okay, no, Russell's safe. I mean, Bortoletto could still go out here if everyone else improves behind. Yeah, Russell to P6. Wow, great lap from Yuki. Is he still on a lap? Sainz? No Q3 for Sainz after yesterday. Liam, let's go! We've done it finally! Oh, finally! Oh my god, how is Ocon? Oh, no. Sorry, I thought that was 1/10 off a pole. Can Ocon scrape in? No, Behrman's out. Couldn't string it together for Q3. Can Ocon, though? No. Oh, 20 milliseconds. Maybe Haas changed their setup for them to completely change. Wow. Considering his Sector 1, that was a good Sector 2 and 3 for Behrman. Wow, that is a really surprising qualifying after sprint qualifying. Sainz not making Q3 after making SQ3. Hulkenberg getting obliterated by his teammate again by 3/10. Gasly not making Q3 after making SQ3. And then the Haas's going out in Q2 after making SQ3 yesterday. They must have changed their setup, or they're not feeling as comfortable with this setup. Yeah, Behrman, lock it. Oh my god. He actually could have made Q3 if it wasn't for that. He locked up into turn 1 and wheel spun. That was at least a 10th that could have got him through. So yeah. Ocon and Behrman maybe actually could have made it through if they had actually strung their laps together. But looking at Q3, Albon making Q3, beating his teammate by 3/10. Bortoletto 3/10 ahead of his teammate, through to Q3 again. The V car boys, hell yeah. What the helly? Yeah, Hulkenberg's struggling in qualifying this year. He used to be one of the best qualifiers last year. And it's just really struggling this year. He's getting out-qualified by his rookie teammate a lot. The V-Car boys, finally, Liam on top of Hadja. Well, we'll see how Q3 plays out, but finally, Liam on top of Hadja in terms of qualifying pace. Russell getting out-qualified by Yuki. That might be Yuki's best qualifying lap of the year. Please string it together in Q3. Wait, when was the last time a Red Bull started the top 6? And Leclerc, once again, just doing his best in a Ferrari, and same with Max. But I like to see this. The gap between Norris on Piastri has closed a lot. Unpopular opinion. Sainz is only really good at McLaren. He has mostly shown mid-performances at Ferrari, and now we see he does in a midfield car. I disagree that he was only good at McLaren. I think he was a solid number 2 driver at Ferrari. But I do agree. If you were to change your sentence to Sainz is... it would never be on like a championship level driver, I agree. Oh, Lewis interview. Oh, Behrman got overtaken by someone at the end there. All right, guys, I'm busting for a pee, so I need to go pee. I'll be back in a sec. Yeah, okay. He got fucked by the Red Bull there at the end. Go back. I'm back. Oh. Ollie was staring down Yuki. Or was it Yuki that blocked him? Oh, they're coming out really early. What the fuck? All right, Q3 time. Guys, please chill out in chat. Rub9 deck. There goes the follows. All right, the timer is up as we begin Q3. Guys, if you've enjoyed qualifying so far, be sure to follow down below. We do watch-alongs like this for every single session, for every single Grand Prix weekend. Join me tomorrow. We'll be live 2 hours before the race to do a build-up. And then we'll be watching, doing a watch-along for the race and then the post-race show as well. So be sure to join us. If you're watching on TikTok right now, come join us on Twitch. We are always live on Twitch. Same with you guys over on YouTube. We are always live on Twitch, so come join us. That is the place to be. All right, let me know in chat what your order is. I'm going Piastri P1, Norris P2, Verstappen P3, Leclerc P4. I'm going to go Russell P5, Tsunoda P6, surprisingly. Then I'm going to go Hadjar, Lawson, Albon, Bortoletto. That's my top 10. All right, banker laps. We've got everyone on used other than Russell, Leclerc, Norris, and Piastri. So Max is opting for a used set here. So we're going to save a set of softs for tomorrow. Lewis needs to take a pit lane 7 and just go full rain. Yeah, why not? Why not? Phoebe, Glinda. Thank you guys for the follows. Sup, right? Zip Gert. Name of the follow as well. All right. I was like, why are they going out so early? I forgot. The track is so long, they need to get out quick. Don't get 2 laps in. Oh my god, what's Joss looking at his phone, bro? I'd love to see. Tsunoda P1, trust me. If Tsunoda gets pole, what can I do? If Tsunoda gets pole, I'll shave my beard off. I'll do it. Because that ain't happening. All right, keep in mind, Max is on used tires, so this is not really a relevant lap. Who's got purple then if Max... Oh, Russell's got it. What was that sound? Did you hear that? It sounded like his tire popped. Low key, the Red Bull can inside the rear wing looks so goofy. Can we go back to the organics branding? It looks way better. Oh, if Liam gets pole, I'll take my clothes off. What game is he playing? I'm playing F1. Why are they talking about Max's lap like it means something? It's literally a used tire. Are they dumb? Alex? Jolien? He's on used. That's why. All right. Russell on fresh. Max on used. Where's Max going to go? Ahead by 5/10. Wow. Merc look poo. Holy. Holy. Norris is back on it. Show the timing board for fuck's sake. Piastri 3/10 up on Max. And no way Norris is going to go ahead of him. Wow. By 2/10. Where has Lando found this? He's having a doubt me now moment. Doubt me now. Yuki, 1 second off Max. And Liam, 5/10 ahead of Hadjar. Liam best of the rest? Come on, my king. Where's Albon going to go? Liam best of the rest right now. Come on. One more lap. We can do it. Right. Hopefully fresh tires for Max make a difference, but I don't think 5/10 is... No way. Wow, if Lando gets pole after all that, that's crazy. Okay, Albon made a little mistake. Lando cooks when his mother's there. Well, his mother was there for spring qualifying yesterday. Oh, wait. Yeah, wait. Why isn't GP with him this weekend? I just clocked. I thought it was just one race. GP having like extended time off. Personal reason. Oh, wow. That was way back in Austria, wasn't it? So it's must be pretty personal then. That's a shame. Pelusia, Peoplen. Thank you guys for the follows. This has been a decent qualifying so far. It's a shame we don't have like a proper battle for pole though. Oh, track lap time deleted for Bortoletto. That was a decent banker as well, right? Wasn't he in... No. Was he in 10th anyway? I can't remember where he was now. That Norris lap is a new lap record. Is it? True. Oh, no. No. Jolien says this. He's 50 milliseconds off. I'm confused now. What happened in Q1? Antonelli and Hamilton went out. Imagine bringing 5 upgrades to the car and finishing 19th and 20th. Oof. Fuck, what was Bortoletto's time? What position was he in? I thought it was a decent lap. Yeah, I think Oscar swears that record. Why is Toto on the radio? Like, what? Where's his engineer? What? So random. No way Max come out and use that again. No. This surely hasn't updated. Yeah. We'll wait for everyone to come out of the garage before I look at that shit. Yeah, Toto's so funny on the radio. Previous polls. That's a shit graphic. Because Max got pole in 24 and 23. But they count the guy who started on pole. No, it should be the person who qualified pole. Unless it was an illegal DSQ or something like that. Or a pen. Can Laurent Meckies keep up the 100% win rate? Can Max go for something tomorrow off the race start? Yeah, I can't wait to see all the analysis to see who's going for low downforce, high downforce to balance it up for tomorrow's rain. Surely the reason Aston did so bad, right, is because they went for an aggressive setup. Come on, Liam, best of the rest. That's what we want to see right now. Do you think Max is better off second than pole? I mean, pole's always going to be better, but I mean, as you showed this morning, like, he doesn't need to be poled to get the win. Yeah. Rain isn't confirmed for the race. We don't know until the race starts. That's how, rain works. But it looks like it's raining all day tomorrow. Yeah, it's between the McLarens for pole. The fact that Norris is even ahead of Piastri right now is crazy given Piastri's form all weekend. Dude, the outlaps take so long at this track. Oh my god. Alright, Max first starter's lap. Listen to that car purr. Oof. Alright. Yes, we're going to watch the first person do their lap, and then we can watch cut back to everyone else. Alright. Oh, a lot of wheel spin for Max. That's a big mistake. I mean, he's still going to probably qualify P3. But yeah. Oh, Leclerc on used tires. And Bortoletto on used tires. Yeah, so Max is probably going to be third. Leclerc fourth. No matter what. Yeah, he's lost 2/10. I mean, he wasn't fighting for pole anyway, but... Alright, can we fuck Max off? Can we just watch the McLarens now? The guy's actually fighting for pole. What is this broadcast? Watch the people who are going for pole. Norris yellow as well. Okay. If Piastri can get a purple here, he should be able to... Oh, actually, it's 2/10, isn't it? Leclerc purple sector 1. What? Unused? No way. No, that's just a sector 1, surely. Yeah. Okay, maybe Leclerc can out-qualify Max. That will not be good for Max. That's one position lower than he'll want. Russell purple sector 1. Norris is just barely improving on his time. Alright, Max, I think third's the best he can do today. Yeah. He might drop down to fourth here, depending on Charles. Hadja P4! Oh my lord! Up ahead of Leclerc right now. I mean, that won't last long, but... Holy. Lando doesn't improve. Little mistake there in sector 3. Leclerc? Yep, ahead of Max. Oh, by 3 milliseconds. Max will be kicking himself for that mistake he made. And Piastri, can he take pole again? No! He also couldn't find time in sector 3. And Russell, surely not, right? No, P5. With a 2 purples and a P5. What? V-car best of the rest. P6, P7. Wait, where is Yuki done his lap yet? Oh my god! Yuki P6! Finally! Oh my god, Albon P5! Yeah, let's not watch this, right? Fuck. Oh, I hate the TV direction so much. We just missed 4 people's qualifying laps. Wow. Amazing quality from Albon. And Yuki. I mean, it's not anything crazy, but it's just good for second Red Bull seat standards. Yeah, that mistake costing easily costing 3 seconds. That mistake easily costing Max 3 milliseconds to start ahead of Leclerc. Wow. What a qualifying session in the end. Lando proving everyone wrong, including myself, and taking pole away from Piastri after Piastri absolutely dominated sprint qualifying. And then, yeah, Piastri just couldn't find that time that he did yesterday. And Leclerc, again, just put in that car better than it should be. Max, that mistake costing him. Albon, best of the rest, ahead of Russell. That's insane. Russell, 2 purple sectors and qualified P6. And Yuki, nothing crazy. Only 4/10 off of Max. For second Red Bull standards, that is really, really good. And then Hadja and Lawson, great work. And then Bortoletto, very far off, 1 second off. But still made it through to Q3 in a Sauber. Really good qualifying. Really, really good quality in the end. Yuki's best qualifying since Australia. Wow. When was the last time a second Red Bull qualified that high? All right, let's spell out the prediction for Lando. Yeah, wait, was this the strat? Was this Piastri's strat to qualify P2 to get the run? Big brain. That's good. Good quality from Yuki. And like again, you're still 4/10 off your teammate, but for Red Bull's second seat standards, that's good. Maybe they had a high downforce set up on for the rain tomorrow. That's the other thing about this whole quali is like the qualifying is irrelevant if you put the wrong setup on for the conditions tomorrow. If you put on a low downforce setup and it rains, you're fucked. If you put on a high downforce setup and it doesn't rain, you're fucked. So I'd be interested to see who did what. Like, the fact that Leclerc had a purple sector 1 and then Russell had a purple sector 1 and 3 makes me think maybe Russell's gone for a low downforce setup and hope it doesn't rain tomorrow. Maybe. The one day I go for Oscar on both predictions day and he doesn't do it. Yeah, same with me and F1 predict. Lol. And I had 2x PS3. Fuck. All right, good qualifying. That, guys, if you enjoyed, be sure to hit the follow button down below. We do watch-alongs like this for every session, for every Grand Prix weekend. So join me tomorrow for the race. We'll be live 2 hours before the race starts. We'll do a build-up, and then we'll watch the race and then the post-race show. If you watch it on TikTok or YouTube right now, come join us on Twitch. We are always live on Twitch doing some different F1 stuff. But yeah, let's have a listen to the post-qualifier interviews, and then we'll have a scroll of Discord. Do you have WhatsApp or Snapchat? I do, yeah. But if you're meaning, like, do I give it out? I do not. If it rains tomorrow, we'll see one big crash at a Rouge, you reckon? Yeah, qualifying just finished, but we're going to listen to the interviews real quick. Yeah, guys, be sure to follow down below if you did enjoy. Evie, thank you for the follow. Freaks of Stroll Aquaplane. Oh, Nico Rosberg interviews. We love it. Rosberg loves to gas up people when they do well.
Here to Nico doing the interviews and not Danica.
Has Danica ever done the F1 TV interviews? I think maybe she's done them in America. But Apex, thank you for another 1,300 bits. You're insane, man. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it, dude. Like, genuinely, really do appreciate the support. Rosberg, not Rosberry? Wait, what? Oh, Oscar made a mistake. Why isn't that on the broadcast? The broadcast is so shit. We missed out on 4 people's qualifying laps. We didn't see Piastri's mistake. Like, what? Look how thick his neck is. Wait, yeah, if it rains tomorrow, then P2 is pointless. I love Digo's fucking trolling. Shadow, they develop. Is the race over? Yeah, qualifying just finished. Lando's on pole. He always does this, bro. He always does this. Why does he listen to the haters? like Lando just gets pole, and he feels, and he's obviously proved people wrong, right? Yesterday he was what 4/10 off his teammate. It was a disappointing qualifying lap. And then he still feels the need to, in an interview, be like, yeah, I mean, people just have, people just make stuff up. Like 3/10 that just came from me coming out the pit lane late and blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, bro, you just proved everyone wrong. You don't need to tell people that you proved them wrong. And it doesn't change the fact that your qualifying lap yesterday was poo. You know what I mean? Like he's redeemed himself today, but his qualifying lap yesterday is still poo. But yeah, I'm really surprised, man. I did not expect Lando to turn it around so quickly. Specifically, I didn't expect Piastri to lose that much. I guess he didn't lose that much pace, but like, I think Piastri was so dominant the whole weekend, and then yeah, just couldn't string it together right at the end. But yeah, good qualifying session on that. Guys, if you enjoyed, be sure to follow down below. We'll be live tomorrow, 2 hours before the race. We'll be watching, be doing a build-up, watching the build-up on stream, the driver's parade, then doing a watch-along and watching the post-race show. And yeah, if you're watching on TikTok or YouTube, come join us on Twitch. Now, YouTube, I am going to end the stream there. Come join us on Twitch. We're going to be having a scroll of Discord and Twitter to have a look at any memes and news and stuff from that session. But yeah, it's true, and y'all were wrong. You want to talk, and then he can't talk. What were we wrong about yesterday? Pointing out that Lando was 6/10 off of pole. How are we wrong? He was 6/10 off of pole yesterday. How is anyone criticizing Lando for being 6/10 off a pole wrong? Did he prove people wrong that he's not bad at Spa? Yeah. But he still did a terrible lap yesterday. No one's wrong. Anyways, on that note, YouTube, come join us on Twitch. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the race.